Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel on Advanced Excel. In today's video, we'll see how we can get around with some difficulties we face while using VLOOKUP. So this is the first difficulty we face where my employee code, which is my lookup value, is in number format, but the table array which contains that lookup value is in a text format. So we'll say is equal to VLOOKUP. Now mostly what you people must be doing is you must be converting this text value into number value using either control 1, that is format cell option, or text to column, but we are not going to use any of these two. So we'll start with is equal to VLOOKUP, type this, and I am going to join this with double quotation marks, which is a zero length text string, and this will convert this number value into a text value, comma. My table array is this A4 to C7. I will press F4 straight away. My column index number is 3 for CTC, and I want exact match, so 0, and control enter. Here it is. So by joining this number with double quotation marks, you can change the format of that number into a text, and then VLOOKUP will work. Okay, so this is the first difficulty which we can get around with. Second is exactly the reverse way. Our lookup value is in a text format, but the table array which contains that lookup value is in number format. So again VLOOKUP, and my lookup value is this, and I will simply multiply it by 1, so that the this lookup value is converted into number. At the same time the value does not change. Then my table array, which I'll freeze by pressing F4. My column index number is 3 for CTC, and I want exact match, and completing parenthesis, control enter. And for CTC format, you can simply control C and right click, paste special, and format, enter. Okay, now conversely you can do one more thing. You can simply add 0 to this, even it works fine, 0, and control enter. And third way is, you can, instead of adding 0, you can simply prefix this lookup value with double negative, and even this works. Okay, so any of these three you can use to have that lookup value which will be comparable with the lookup value in the table array. Okay, so this is the way, second way. Third difficulty we face is, in this particular situation we are having EC_2 as an employee code, whereas in the table array we are having ECODE_1 as a lookup value. So we want to replace this EC with ECODE. The long cut would be to select this ECODE, then press Ctrl H, and then we will say ECODE, and then we'll replace it with Ctrl Z, and then we will replace it with, I'll do once again, this is the long cut, and we say EC_, and then we replace all, and then we do the VLOOKUP. Okay, so that is the long cut, but the shortcut I will show you. And for the shortcut I will use the substitute function, is equal to substitute, which is self-explanatory. This is my text, comma, my old text is EC, that underscore is common between this table array lookup value and this lookup value, so EC. Okay, my new text will be ECODE. Okay, and this instance number, it is surrounded by vertical bracket, so it is optional. So I'll close parenthesis, control enter. So ECODE 2. Now this this format is exactly the format in which it is appearing in lookup table array. So now simply VLOOKUP, lookup value, we have tweaked that lookup value. Table array is this, which I'll freeze, comma 3, comma 0, enter. Okay, so using substitute inside VLOOKUP, you can change the lookup value and make it uniform to the lookup value in the table array, and then VLOOKUP can be used. And lastly, here we are having lookup value which is ec underscore 2. Okay, and in this table array we are having straight away 1 2 3 4 5 as employee code. So we have to replace this ec underscore with nothing. So again same thing, substitute this comma, my old text string is ec underscore into inverted comma complete comma, my new text is I want to replace it with nothing, and the instance number is optional, so pressing Ctrl Enter. But now it's left aligned to suggest that it's in a text format, so not to worry about. I'll simply prefix this with double negative and Ctrl Enter. Okay, now that format of INR is appearing, so we are okay with that. I'll say VLOOKUP time. My lookup value is this substitute function, comma, table array. Press F4 to lock it, comma 3, comma 0, and Control Enter. Here it is, Control C, Enter. So this is how we can use substitute in these two situations, so as to replace the lookup value with some text which will make it uniform with this lookup value in the table array, and then we can use VLOOKUP. Okay, so these are the 4 challenges which we face. Now the fifth challenge we face is when we want to have an approximate match. Now this is my quantity and this is my rate, and we want to arrive at commission, and this is my commission table. The long cut could be multiplying quantity by rate in some helper column and then applying VLOOKUP, but you can use VLOOKUP straight away, like say VLOOKUP time, simply this multiply by quantity multiply by rate, comma, my lookup array is this. I'll hit F4 and comma 2, and because we want approximate match, and because this table array is sorted on ascending manner, you can use approximate match here. So it's like 10,000 20,000 is been sorted in ascending order, so Control Enter. Here it is. So no need for any helping column. You can simply multiply these two inside VLOOKUP, and straight away VLOOKUP will look for that sales figures here and perform approximate match. So this is how you can use VLOOKUP, but with a twist of using that asterisk for converting those values into text, or say multiplying it by 2 when you want to convert text into numbers, and here using substitute inside VLOOKUP. So this is how you can work around, and same problem you can face when you are using some product. Now friends, these are the 8 functions. Before I go to this, these are the 8 functions. You can use these 8 functions, that is sum, sum if s, sum product, count if s, average if, and average if. You can use these 8 functions only and only when the final result is a number. Okay, when the final result is not a number, you cannot use any of these 8 functions. So remember, I have this one thing in mind. So now coming to this particular challenge, now we want total of total sales of A during the period 1st Jan to 31st Jan. Now I am using it in the sum product, but you can have this challenge in say this one also, sum if or a sum if s also, but it will be an array function. In sum product, if you have such challenge, we will say sum product. Now we want total sales made by A during the period 1st Jan to 31st Jan. So obviously it's an AND condition which we will use, and for AND we'll press we'll use asterisk. So I'm pressing Ctrl A to use that function argument box. So my table array, I'll start with a parenthesis and ask logical question, how many of you is equal to the name which is there in this E4 cell. Then we'll say asterisk, then how many of you are greater than or equal to this date, again asterisk. Because we are using asterisk, those trues and false are automatically get converted into ones and zeros, and that's what sum product want. And again same thing, how many of you are equal to value in this cell F2. So here we have all those trues and false, and just and my array 2 is my total cells which are in text format right now, and the result is here. It is showing 0. We are completely okay with this, and the result is, because that result is 0, we will do very simple thing. We will prefix this entire range of cells list with double negative. I am giving parenthesis at the beginning and in the end, and control enter. Okay, there is some problem here. We'll do it once again. How many of you equal to this into, again into bracket, how many of you are greater than or equal to this date into, again how many of you are less than or equal to this, and my second array will be double negative and this list of total cells, and enter. Here it is. So in some product, if you face this challenge where the total cells are in a number format, again you can do the same thing, or you can even, as I said, multiply it by 1 or add 0 to it, so as to convert those values in number format. And this you can use very well when your data is expanding. So in future, if you get a data of some, say, C or a D or a E or any of these cells person, then you can simply paste it over here and use the sum product. So this is how you can get around with VLOOKUP and some product difficulties. So this brings me to the end of this video. If you have liked this video, do give me a thumbs up. If you don't like what I do, please give me a thumbs down also, and continue to watch my videos for future benefits. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.